You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
The first down carry by Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott on the
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 16 carries for an even 100 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 39, Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown!
Weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. He caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him, because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd
on 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding his target, it's Ward. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 39-yard
out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
For our Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
At the 4-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here, as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone, as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe getting back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
And so far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll get this to Ward. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Back to throw again. And that Incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.